Today's one, it's all legs. We're doing a giant set. So it's going to be 12 exercises in a row. We're going to do 30 seconds of each. Then we'll rest. We should have time to do 3 rounds of it. All right. Most of the exercises we've done before. There are a couple of new ones in there. But I'll demonstrate as we get to them for the first round. So obviously the first round will go a bit longer than the next two. And then after that it should be out quite a bit better. So first couple of exercises, we've got jogging on the spot and then squats. We've got lunges, skaters, and so on and so forth. So we'll start in about 15 seconds. We're just going to be jogging on the spot. All right. Nice and easy. Just make sure you got enough space around you. Yeah, all right. So let's get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice and easy. Just jogging on the spot. Try to stay up onto your toes. Just keep that heart rate under control, breathing under control. It's a nice, easy exercise to get us started. Nothing too strenuous. Got about 10 seconds to go, and then we're going to move into our squats. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, so our squats, we've done them before. We're just straight up, straight down. Make sure your your heels are pushing into the ground, and you want your knees pointed out or in line with the middle of your feet. So when you're ready, go for it. We've got 30 seconds of these. We want to try and get as low as you can, but we don't want those knees caving in, so really try to force them out. Switch on your glutes. Got about 15 seconds to go. Show your slide on as doing it as well. Want to try and keep that chest up so your torso is nice and straight, so we're not rolling over at the bottom of the movement. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, next one we got step back lunges. So that's just going to look just like that. So stepping back and lunge. All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1, and go. Step back, lunge, step back, and go. Nice and easy. You want to make sure you're about shoulder width wide with your feet placement. So you've got a nice stable base. You've got about 15 seconds to go. Shut your side on. Want to try and make sure you got a 90-degree bend in your knee and your hip, so everything's nice and square. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. Next one we got skaters. Skaters, just opposite hand touching opposite foot. You want to try and get a nice stretch with that back leg. All right, and go for it. So whatever you do on the left, try and make it consistent with the right. So if you're doing a big step, you want to make sure it's the same. Now halfway. Three, 2, 1, and time. All right. Next one we've got narrow squats or heels together. So same concept as a normal squat. Heels together, toes pointed out, squatting down. Back up again. All right, ready? And go for it. 30 seconds. So all the same technique cues apply. So you want to be pushing down, driving through your heels. You want those knees in line with the middle toe. We're halfway. Show your side on. Want to make sure that torso is as upright as you can. So chest up. Try not to slouch. 3, 2, 1, time. All right. Next one we got single leg deadlifts. So I'll show you side on. All right. We're going to alternate each leg each time. All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1, and go. So you want to have a slight bend in your knee, so it's not fully locked out. Just gives you a little bit more support. You want to try and make your leg and upper body parallel with the ground if you can at the bottom of this movement. You've got about 10 seconds to go. Keep it nice, controlled. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. Next one we've got, we're doing a 1.5 rep squat. So you get normal squat stance, go down to the bottom, come up halfway, down and up. So down, halfway, down, up. 3, 2, 1, and go. Down, halfway, down, up. Down, halfway, down. Same technique, cues apply again. The chest up, knees in line with the toes, driving through your heels. About 15 seconds to go. Doing well, guys. Keep pushing through. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. Next one's, I think this is a new one. I don't think I've done this one before. Pretty straightforward though. We're getting in a low plank position. So on your forearms, legs out, keep everything nice and straight. And we're gonna basically do like a donkey kickback. All right. So curl your leg at your knee, and then you want to try to lift your leg up as high as you can. All right. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, and go. So curl, lift, curl, lift, curl, lift. Want to try and make sure your elbows and shoulders are in line. But the important thing with this one is to feel your glutes work. Three, 2, 1, and hug. All right. Next one we've got nice and simple leg raises. So on your back, hands under your butt, legs straight out, and we're just doing leg raises. So keep your legs nice and straight. 3, 2, 1, and go. It's a nice, easy one. Want to try and focus on your breathing. Slow your heart rate down. Keep everything controlled. Pass halfway. We've got donkey kickbacks after this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, so next one, on your hands and knees, same movement as we did with those planks before. So you're gonna lift your leg up as high as you can. Keep that bend in your knee. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. You want to think about trying to get your heel as close to your head as possible. I know you can't actually physically do it, but if you think about it, you should be able to feel your glutes working a hell of a lot more. Try to keep the rest of your torso as straight as possible. Minimal movement through your midsection. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, we've got 2 more exercises. If you've got a bench, or a seat, or a chair, or a couch, or something like that, I'd use that. If you don't have it, it's not the end of the world, you can do it on the ground without it. We're going to do single leg hip thrusters. So if you didn't have it, it'd simply just be a bridge for a single leg. Otherwise, one heel elevated onto a bench or a chair, and you're just going to bridge up and up We're going to do 30 seconds on one leg, 30 seconds on the other. So let's get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Like I said, if you don't have access to a bench or a chair, you can just do it on the ground, just do single leg bridges. Slightly different movement. You'll still feel the same sort of muscles working, it's just a slightly different angle. Want to try and get those hips as high as you can. Should be able to feel it through your hamstrings and through your glutes. About 10 seconds. And time. All right, other side. 3, 2, 1, and go. I think I saved the hardest exercise for last time. This one's quite difficult. You want to try and get those hips as high as you can, really focus on squeezing through your glutes. Probably feel it through your hamstrings. Do the best you can. About 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, grab a drink, rest for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to do that 2 more times. Transitions for this next 2 rounds should be a lot smoother now that we've gone through them all. So I won't demonstrate each time. We'll just have a 5-second changeover between each one. So we'll rest another 45 seconds, and then we'll get into it. Try to take nice deep breaths while we're resting. Slow that heart rate down. If you need to do any stretches, now's the time to do it. Probably either your quad stretch or your hamstrings. Start in about 15 seconds. So nice deep breaths. Try and get everything under control. We're going to start with jogging on the spot, and then we're moving on to our squats. All right, let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice and easy. 30 seconds of jogging. Try to stay on your toes. Try to keep your breathing under control. About 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, next one's our squats. Get ready and go for it. So 30 seconds. Nice and easy. Just remember all those technique cues. So driving through with the heels. Try to keep those knees in line with the middle toe. Keep that chest and torso as upright as you can. 10 seconds. We've got step back lunges after this. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, get ready and go for it. Lunging. Step back, step up again. Just try and make sure everything's at 90 degrees. So knees, hips, keep that torso as upright as you can. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, we've got skaters next. And go for it. So, let's make sure it's the same on the left as it is on the right. Opposite hand touching opposite foot. If you want to, you can speed this one up. I can't really go much faster. It's too hard to talk and move at the same time. But the idea is you want to go, keep this one nice and quick. Be light on your feet. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. All right. Narrow squats. Ready, and go. So heels together, toes pointed out. Keep that torso as upright as you can. Halfway. Make sure you keep that core switched on when you're doing all these movements too. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. All right. Single leg deadlift. Ready, and go. So hinging at your hip. Try to keep everything as straight as you can. This one's all about control. About 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, time. All right. 1.5 rep squats. Ready, and go. So down, halfway, down, up. Down, halfway, down, up. So make sure those knees are tracking in line with those toes. Keep that chest as upright as you can, especially now that you're fatiguing, it becomes even more important. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right. Into our low plank position, hip extensions, and go for it. So curl your knee, get that heel up as high as you can. Halfway. 3, 2, 1, and time. Rolling over onto your back. Leg raises. And go for it. Keep your legs as straight as you can. You don't have to have your hands under your hips. But I find it changes the angle of your lower back slightly, takes the pressure off those muscles, switches your abs on a little bit more. We've got about 10 seconds to go. We've got donkey kickbacks after this. Almost there. And time. So rolling over onto your hands and knees, and we've got donkey kickbacks. So same movement as your plank. Go for it. Want to try and get your heel as close to your back of your head as possible. Really feel those glutes working. We've got about 10 seconds left. And time. All right, onto your back. You'll need your chair or your bench or your couch. Again, for this one, we've got a leg elevated, hip clusters, and go for it. 30 seconds on each side. Focus on your breathing. Try and get your glutes to do the majority of the work. You probably feel your hamstrings working now. But you really want to try to get those glutes doing as much as you can. You've got about 10 seconds to go. Do the best you can. Try and get those hips as high as possible. And time. All right. Last 30 seconds. Go for it. Focus on breathing. Focus on your glutes. Past halfway. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, grab a drink, we'll rest for a minute or two, and then we've got time for one more round. If you're finding any of the movement really easy, you can try and make it a bit harder this time through. So with any of the squat or lunge movements, you can add a weight. Obviously, the heavier the weight, the harder it's going to be, or you can have that weight further away from your body. That will also make it harder. If you want to make your jogging or your skaters hard, just going faster. The last few exercises, just keep them as it is. So we'll rest for another 45 seconds, and then we'll get into it. It's the last time we're doing it today, so really try and push yourself and go as hard as you can. And then we get to rest. So really try and slow your heart rate down here, get your breathing under control. Psych yourself up this last round. We'll start in about 15 seconds. All right, let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. So jogging on the spot. Last time through. So if you found it easy, really try and push yourself this time. It's only 6 minutes of work. So try and go as hard as you can. 10 seconds. So we've got squats after this. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, get set up and go for it. Make sure those heels are pushing through the ground. Keep that chest as upright as you can. Ten seconds. We've got our step back lunges after this. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, lunges. Ready, and go. So stepping back, lunge, step back in again. Just remember, try and keep everything nice and straight. So 90-degree angles with your knees and your hips. Keep that torso as upright as you can. 10 seconds to go. Doing well, guys. We've got skaters after this. And rest. All right. Ready? And go. Like I said, try and speed this up as fast as you can. Now you can go a lot faster than what I'm doing. Past halfway. Got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. All right. Narrow squats. And go. So heels together, toes out. All the same technique cues apply. Keep that chest as upright as you can. Switch that core on. Focus on your breathing. Past halfway. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, deadlifts. Ready, and go. So alternating single leg deadlifts. Really focus on keeping that tightness. When it's hard, once you're out of breath, and you really want to try and keep everything stable as you can. Ideally, you want to aim to be parallel with the floor at the bottom of the movement. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, 1.5 rep squats. Ready, and go. So down, halfway, down, up. Down, halfway, Focus on your breathing. Try to keep everything under control. Past halfway. So less than 3 minutes of work left. We're almost there. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, now low plank position. Hip extensions. And go. Everything straight. Curl at your knee. Get that heel as far back as you can. Halfway. Ten seconds to go. We've got leg raises after this. 3, 2, 1. Time. So rolling over. Hands under your butt. And let's do it. 30 seconds. It's a nice easy one. Try to slow that heart rate down while you're doing these. Deep breaths. Doing well. Got about 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and time. So rolling over onto your hands and knees. Donkey kickbacks, and go for it. So try and get that heel as close to the back of your head as you physically can. Really get those glutes firing. Doing well. Halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Onto your back again. Using your chair or your bench if you've got it. And go for it. Got 1 more minute of work left. 30 seconds each side. Now we're done. Try and get those hips as high as you can. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, last 30 seconds. And go for it. Almost there. Really focus on squeezing through those glutes. Try and extend your hip as high as you can. Keep going, 15 seconds. Doing well. Just push through it. Now we've got a couple minutes left for stretches at the end. 3, 2, 1, and time. Good work. Let's grab a drink. Need a drink.